Good morning. So good to be here today. I'm Kathleen L. I'm grateful to be able to share with you some channeled inspiration and your weekly oracle guidance. This week, we have the wisdom from Avalon for the weekly guidance. And what happens is that before I sit down to share with you the channel inspiration, I connect with spirit. Sometimes I draw a card. Sometimes I just get a message for your channeled inspiration. And then we go ahead and use 3 cards of the oracle deck to provide guidance to you for the week. Now, this is prescriptive, not predictive. And what comes from these cards are a way to be able to step into your week with new inspiration, new information that is really can help guide you through the week, that your response could be differently based on the knowledge that you had from the beginning. So speaking of knowledge, that is what your channeled inspiration was this week. Your channeled inspiration is to share with you that knowledge is healing. So if you're experiencing any stress or trauma or depression or anxiety because of some experience that you've had, whether it's the job loss or a shift in the energy in the world, or even a loss of a loved one, maybe a divorce, or an illness, any of that is a major shift in your life. And so the inspiration that is here is that knowledge is healing and healing is knowledge. And so you're being guided to invest in that healing this week, invest in changing it up a bit, allowing yourself to buy a book that helps advance your knowledge. Maybe it's to take a course. You're just being guided to step into your journey in a more guided way, in a more connected and intuitive way. So where you're being willing to just step into additional learning. It could even be a healing program, or it could be the Sacred Connections community that I've started. And that Sacred Connections community meets 4 times a week on Zoom, 4 times a month on Zoom. So we have direct connection with me, and I share channeled information. We use oracle cards. We do what's called a regenerating images and memory RIM process, healing group process. So where you start to move through whatever might be limiting you or blocking you from succeeding in your life. So it could be anything at all. It could be with me, or it could be with a therapist. It could be just reading a book or taking a class online. Do something that helps you become more aware of what you might be going through in this moment. And again, if you're here, just go ahead and say hello in the comments and let me know who's here. I'd love to see you here. Okay, so now we're going to use the wisdom of Oracle. Know that these messages are meant for you, whether you're watching the replay or it's live. We'll draw 3 cards that will help guide you through the week. And it's additional information. It's additional knowledge from the beginning of the week, so where you'll be able to respond differently. So, whoops, card just fell out. Several cards, so we'll put those back in and start again. Please show us what we need, or you'd like us to know. So the Wisdom of Oracle cards deck is from Colette Baron-Reid. She's one of my favorite, if you can't tell. The first card. The first card is Trust, which I love. Second is the Horse, accepting help from another. How perfect is that with the channeled inspiration? I love how the cards and the channeled inspiration all work together. It just shows that the divine comes through us and to us in many different forms. And if we're willing to be aware and just observe what the messages are, then there's all kinds of messages around us. And it comes to us in many forms. Whoops, there's 2. That's not it. There we go. The B, luck. Industriousness, sweet nectar. So trust that you're always being guided. Trust that you are being cared for. Trust this week that whatever experience you might be having, this is very similar to the message that we received earlier in the private group from Grief to Belief Stepping Stones. But trust that you're being guided, trust that no matter what experience you're having this week, that there is positive, there is something there's beauty that can come from that. The horse is accepting help from another. It goes back to our channeled message that the horse is sharing with you that it's time to gain additional knowledge and join in with a group, connect with another person, because when we have other people that we can communicate with and help us through challenges, there's new awarenesses that come from them. So if they're not in the middle of whatever you're experiencing, they may be able to bring to light for you something that you didn't even think of. So hopefully that's helpful too. And B, luck, sweet nectar. So there is luck this week by you stepping into your journey, by you finding new knowledge and new awareness. And, if there's a book that's calling to you or an online program that's calling to you, then sign up, because there is luck that will come from that. And if you trust the process and actually step into the messages that you receive, then you too can enjoy a connected, fulfilled life, and can live in a way that is more of a you can live in a way that's more peaceful and calm and joyous. And so I hope that you find these messages helpful. Every week we do this on Monday mornings, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday. Please put your comments in the comments and let me know what you think about these messages and how they affect you throughout the week, and how you were able to shift your perspective as you move through the week. Take care.